Hey Rock on Beer viewers, today I've got one of the new Amager collaboration beers, American collaboration beers, and I've decided that today I'm doing, let's see if we can focus in here. It is A Game of Arms, and this is the collaboration between Amager and Cigar City. You can see the label art is just so freaking cool. I wish that it's not coming through very well, but there's a demon, which I'm guessing is Amager, and there's the cigar man. And I'd read you the text. It's really long on the side, but it's worth reading, so I'm going to put it in the description. Check that out. The gist of it is that I guess that whenever Amager and Cigar City get together, they have arm wrestling matches, and Amager supposedly always wins. So this is their, what is this? What do they call this? Imperial Licorice Porter. It is, let's see, where's the licorice come in? Raw licorice. I don't know what that means, but it's like a, yeah, so it's some kind of a porter with raw licorice added, and so we'll see with this one, but I'm not a huge licorice fan, so I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna like this one a lot, but it is an Amager beer, so at least I know that I probably won't hate it. Well, with that out of the way, and that was a weird little digression there. My hatred of licorice doesn't have any. Anyway, on to the beer. So here it is, super black, tan head. Whoa, it has a really intense smell. Man, you know what? I get a lot more chocolate out of it than licorice. I can smell the licorice in there a little bit, but it's like an intense cocoa smell, and there's no chocolate in that. I mean, other than like chocolate malt and brown malt, which is cool. I really dig brown malt, which maybe that's what that's from. It's just a really intense. I wonder if that's just the licorice, like I don't know what kind of licorice it is. I would guess it's some kind of English licorice, some kind of like sweeter black licorice, not the kind of really intense black licorice that they prefer here in Denmark, but I'm not sure. Oh, just a great cocoa smell. That's a really, wow. Oh, but it's straight up licorice in taste. Ooh. A lot of licorice. Damn. You know what, now that I've had a taste of it, as it happens sometimes, now that I've had a taste of it and I go back in for a smell, I get a lot more licorice. But still a really nice cocoa aroma off the smell. That's weird. But yeah, the taste is very, very licoricey. Very, it's actually quite bitter. It's got kind of hops. They use a lot of American. Let's see, Columbus, Vanguard, Centennial are in here, so no slouch in the hops department. I can taste some bitterness in it. Definitely leaning more towards the American type dark beer with a slightly higher hoppiness, but yeah, a lot of licorice. It's very very pronounced, not like the kind of licorice taste that you get with with darker malts like black patent and roasted barley. You get that in a lot of stouts. You get that kind of anise seed flavor. I don't know why I'm making waves with my hand. You get that anise seed flavor. I guess that's the anise seed movement. Hand movement. I don't know. This is very much like, oh, this is licorice, like candy, like licorice syrup. Licorice powder is a thing here, and you dip like little licorice. You double licorice here with licorice candy that you dip into licorice powder, like Dippets in the U.S. It reminds me of that. Like really, it's intense. It's an intense licoriceness. Licoriceness. There's also, it wouldn't be too bad except that it kind of interacts with that hop bitterness, with the really hoppiness, to give kind of a, it's difficult to explain, but it's like a really weird flavor meld of, like, you know, licorice is not meant to be bitter, whether you like sweet licorice or salty licorice or intense licorice. Bitter is not the component that you're looking for in licorice. So it's kind of like, oh, this is a candy, oh, this is bitter, oh, ugh. It's kind of a mixed message. Other than that, you know, it's a nice porter. It's kind of on the back end, you get that cocoa-y that I got in the nose. You get that kind of nice brown malty, chocolatey vibe. Now I'm doing it with the other hand. That's the symbol of things I like, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, nice porter. I think maybe when the hops fade out a little bit, it might be a little better, but I just think it might be a little too overly bitter with that licorice flavor in it. They kind of interact poorly together. Not that I'm sorry, Emma. I know you're watching. But yeah, so Game of Arms. If you're a licorice fan, this could be a really interesting experience. But yeah, it's an interesting beer. I'm not sure if I'll go back to it because I am not a licorice fan. But cheers, guys. Stay tuned for more. I think there'll be more reviews unless I put this out last. But yeah, stay tuned. Cheers.